Hey, what's up, YouTube? All right. So, as you can tell, I'm wearing my Trump 2020 hat. Um, and the reason I'm doing that is because this deals directly with Trump and the Democrats' reaction, uh, like this over top, exaggerated, just overboard reaction to a word that he used in a tweet, and the word was lynching. Now, the reason I say it was over the top and it was fake outrage is because of the simple fact that it was hypocritical. Uh, yes, Trump used the word lynching in a sense regarding the impeachment process that the Democrats are now trying to go through. The reason I say that it's hypocritical and fake outrage is because during the 1998 proceedings of impeachment against Clinton, Democrats threw the word lynching around like it was nothing. Apparently it didn't hold any racist overtones then. It was a political lynching. It was a lynch mob. It was just a lynching period. I mean, it was so funny because there were several prominent Democrats that just threw out the word lynching like it was nothing. Not one, not a single Democrat that I'm aware of showed the kind of outrage and called it racist and how dare you compare the lynching, of the Jim Crow era, you know, um, between and any time basically throughout history that black people were lynched, without trial for crimes that they did not commit at all. All right. That is a lynching, and everybody understands that. Now, granted, the term has shifted to be more politicized. Like I said, in 1998, Democrats were throwing that word around like it was freaking just, they didn't care. It was just coming out everywhere. All right. And like I said, no Democrat, not one that I'm aware of, stood up and said, hey, don't be comparing this to that. This is something that, he brought it on himself, talking about Clinton, or he received a fair hearing. He had actually committed a crime. You know, he lied under oath. That's an impeachable offense. Blah, 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 blah. These people who were lynched back then did nothing wrong. They were basically just black, or they were white Americans who were trying to help black people in the South. There were, it wasn't only blacks being lynched, but it was mostly blacks being lynched. So just for any Democrat to sit there and not say a word in 1998, but now in 2019, oh my God. I mean, it's freaking hilarious. I mean, their fake outrage because they simply don't like Trump is fucking hilarious. All right. So, anyway, I'm going to go through here and I'm going to play you some clips from different Democrats saying exactly what I said they said. And then at the very end, I'm going to show you something that's even worse. Not necessarily worse than lynchings. I'm saying that it's worse because they're doing the same thing now that they did in 1998, and not one Democrat is coming out to say, do not compare it to that. and they're doing it again. They're just using a different term. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen.
Even if the president should be impeached, history is going to question whether or not this was just a partisan lynching.
And here we have Danny Davis.
This is about trying to roll back the clock. I will not vote for this lynching in the people's house.
And of course, we have Harry Reid.
The lynch mob, though.
Here we have Gregory Meeks.
What we are doing or what we are doing here is not a prosecution, it's a persecution. And indeed, it is a political lynching.
And Jim McDermott.
This day feels to me like we're taking a step down the road to becoming a political lynch mob. We're in so much hurry to get this done so it can be in the Saturday, Sunday news cycle and have our mint juleps at 5 o'clock. We are going to find a rope, find a tree, and ask a bunch of questions later.
And who can forget Obama's right-hand man, John Kerry? Actually, I guess he would have been, I don't know exactly what John Kerry was. Right leg? I don't know. If Biden is his right arm, puppet. He was his puppet.
Verbal political lynching on the floor of the Senate.
All right. So, after you've seen all that, you're probably asking yourself, well, what are you talking about them doing the same thing now that they did in 1998 regarding not saying anything? You know, like one Democrat stepping up and going, hey, don't compare this impeachment process to a lynching. So what are they doing now that is comparative to that? So I want to say it was O'Rourke that was on the Al Sharpton show. And in this, you'll see O'Rourke make a comment about Trump, comparing Trump and his administration to Hitler and the Third Reich. Now, we all know that Hitler and the Third Reich and the Nazis, all they, well, not all they did, but what they're best known for is the persecution and the killing of Jews. They put them in concentration camps, they put them in death camps, and they would literally gas, torture, and just humiliate, degrade, kill millions upon millions of Jews. And this is what's going on in the Democrat Party now. This is what they're comparing Trump to. And not one Democrat is standing up and saying, hey, do not compare this administration to that travesty, to that abomination of what happened to the Jews. Not one. Now, having said that, I'm actually going to put the video clip in, and I'm going to have some fun in it.
How do you deal with what is clearly in my opinion, empty 5-day ceasefire commitment from Turkey to Secretary Pompeo and Vice President Pence when we're seeing actual fighting going on?
President Trump, perhaps inspired by Goebbels and the propagandists of the Third Reich, seemed to employ this tactic that the bigger the lie, the more obscene the injustice, the more dizzying the pace of this bizarre behavior, the less likely we are to be able to do something about it.
Did I hear you correctly say that perhaps he was influenced by Gurgle and...
Did he just say gurgle? For real? Shit. Oh, shit. He just called him gurgle. Damn. Okay. Well, I guess it's better than gerbil. I don't like what the hell.
the Third Reich in terms of telling a big lie? I just want to make sure that's what I heard you say.
That's right. There is so much that is resonant of the Third Reich in this administration, whether it is attempting to ban all people of one religion.
Okay, in 2015, Trump called for a complete and total shutdown of Muslim immigration into the U.S. He never attempted it. Even his Muslim ban used the exact same 7 countries. I believe it was the exact same 7 countries that Obama used when he restricted Muslim immigration to the United States. But, so that's a lie. But details, right? Beto?
And saying that Muslims are somehow inherently dangerous.
Trump never said they were inherently dangerous. That's a lie.
Or defective.
Also never said that they were defective. That also is a lie. As a matter of fact, the only reference to them being referred to as defective is by you saying Trump said it. Are you projecting there, Beto?
Or disqualified.
Trump also never said that they were disqualified from coming here. He did ban, like I said, the same countries or the 7 countries, but he never said they were disqualified. He did implement stronger vetting, but he never said they were disqualified. That, too, is a lie, Beto.
Outside of Nazi Germany, it's hard for me to find another modern democracy.
Okay, little history lesson here for Beto. Once Hitler became ruler of Germany, it ceased being a democracy. See, in 1934, when Hitler's predecessor died, Hitler became the leader. He done away with the position that he had inherited, basically, and instead formed a new position called Führer. There was no elections held the entire time Hitler was in office for leader of Germany. Sorry. Another lie, Beto.
That had the audacity to say something like this. And then this idea from Goebbels and Hitler that the bigger the lie and the more often you repeat it, the more likely people are to believe it.
You mean like the 5 lies that you just told in rapid succession and have repeated numerous times? You mean like that? People will believe it when you do it like that? Tell lies, repeat them often enough, people will believe them. Kind of like what you're doing in this interview with Al Sharpton. Yeah.
That is Donald Trump to a T.
It fits you like a T. As we previously stated with the compulsive lying and repeating that you do. And your projection that Muslims are defective in some way. That because Trump never said that, but you keep saying he said it, so you must be projecting your own prejudices upon Muslims. Beto.
Right, you clearly said it's Third Reich, and like Goebbels.
Oh shit! Just fucking called him Gurgles again. What the hell? Oh shit! You'd figure someone in his ear would say, "Hey, that's not right, man." But nope, he keeps calling him Gurgles. Damn.